Good morning, you guys. Hope you're all having a lovely day. Smashed the gym, just did a big chest session. I forgot to tell you guys because of yesterday's double vlog being kind of not very long and stuff. You know, I didn't like talk to you guys all that much, but I weighed in on Tuesday and it's Thursday today. Sorry, I'm being a little bit quiet because my little brother's still asleep. I don't know what I'm trying to show you, it's a wall. But little brother's still asleep in the other room because he works nights, so he only got back in a few hours ago. But yeah, I weighed in Tuesday and I weighed, I've got it written down here, what did I weigh? 18 stone, 0.8 pounds, which means I lost another 3.8 pounds this week, which I'm happy with. I didn't expect to lose that much weight this week because that's week 4. Next week's gonna be week 5, and I'm aiming to be in the 17 stones by Valentine's Day, which is next Wednesday. So I should do that easy, you know, touch wood. I'm gonna pop that there. And now at the minute, I'm gonna have to quickly try and sort some insurance on my car because I still haven't done it, and because I haven't used the car in the past few days, and we've just been real busy. What with, you know, last night we went to the cinema and then shopping and stuff, so I didn't really get a chance to, and I haven't needed to, but I kind of need to now because it's on the drive, and I need to take it off the drive to get the van out of the garage. So it means I need to get it insured. So I'm gonna have a crack at doing that real quick. But I did. I smashed the gym today. Big chest session. I haven't done any cardio in like ages though, which is a little bit annoying because I keep getting up that little bit too late, just like half an hour too late, and not having enough time to do cardio. But I think that's partly because I don't want to do the cardio. Do you know what I mean? Like subconsciously I'm staying in bed too long because I don't want to get up and do cardio. Something else I'm going to talk to you about real quick while I'm searching for this stuff is coffee. So you know that I don't drink any caffeine. I haven't had any caffeine since, I say any, you know, I've had like little bits in maybe some medicine and stuff, but I've always tried to have no caffeinated like cold and flu tablets. So I haven't had like a coffee, for instance, or like a glass of pop with caffeine in since 2016. So 2 years ago. It was March 2016, so it's been, you know, just under 2 years. And then, look, I was getting sick of, I'd never have a coffee when we're out because I'd only ever have decaf. And the problem with it is, because I don't have caffeine, because it makes my anxiety worse, it would make it even worse still if I ordered it out. So I'd order a decaf coffee, because I'd be like, oh, is this decaf? Have they given me decaf, or am I gonna, you know, go crazy and have a panic attack or something because they haven't given me decaf? And then that would stress me out, thinking about it. When, you know, but they've probably given me decaf, they can, you know, these are people that know how to get your order right. So for the past few days, I didn't want to tell you guys because with things to do with my anxiety, if I talk about it, it makes it a bit more real and it stresses me out, which is silly. I know that's silly because when I first started getting anxiety attacks, I'd never talk about them to Stacey or anything. Like, she knew I'd be having a panic attack, but I couldn't say I'm having a panic attack or I can feel it coming up because in my head that was going to make it worse. As soon as I said the words, the panic attack was going to be there. But really what I needed to do was just, if you're going to have a panic attack, you need to just write it out. So you need to just be totally open with it, say, yeah, I'm having a panic attack. But I never used to be able to. And that's kind of how it was, is with little things like this. I needed to just do it myself. So 2 days ago, I had like a little bit of real coffee in my decaf coffee in the morning. And then later that day, I had a little bit more. Yesterday, I had about 3/4 of a spoon of real coffee. And then this morning, for the first time in 2 years, I had a full cup of full caffeine coffee. And I didn't feel any different at all, which is really good. Really happy with. I mean, to be honest, I didn't even feel like a caffeine buzz or anything. It didn't wake me up, I don't think, any more than a decaf would. I'm just happy that now I can go out and I can have a coffee in town or something without stressing out and worried about whether or not I'm going to have a panic attack from drinking the coffee. I can just relax and just have it. And I can have like, I still won't drink Coke because it's got aspartame in and I don't drink aspartame, but I mean I could have like a glass maybe, or like half a glass and be fine with it. So I'm very glad indeed. This isn't caffeine now. I've gone, because I had a full caffeine one like 3 hours ago, I thought, you know what, I'll just have a decaf now, because although I can drink caffeine, I'll probably still eat, like, if you're the kind of person that drinks a lot of coffee or pop, you'll know what I mean. Like when I used to drink pop, I used to drink like 4 litres of Diet Coke a day, like not even over exaggerating. I used to drink loads and I drank coffee. And then after a bit, you feel all like, you're jittery, you can feel your heart pounding and you're a bit, like just basically a caffeine overdose, you know. It sounds a bit over the top, but that's what it is like. You've had a bit too much caffeine. So I figure if I had 2 full coffees a day, I'd probably get a bit jittery. And I can't be bothered with that, so I'm just sticking with the decaf after I've had the full one. What's the matter, Pubs? Are they going out without you? Do they not love you, Pubs? Do they go places without you?
Filming when you tell them exciting things,
No, I haven't. You haven't been on camera in ages. Babs. Babs. Do you want to go up the garden? Do you want to go up the garden? Should we go up the garden? Where's your lead? Where's your lead? Where's your lead? Where's your lead?
I don't think anyone's been able to find it lately.
Hey, where are we going, Babs? We're going up the garden. Huh? We're going to walk up the garden. Come on then. This might seem absolutely insane to you guys, but see, this is his run. This is his locked off run that he's got, which is, you know, basically half the garden. And when he's like, this isn't like his walk. He goes for a walk every day as well, and we take him to the park whenever we can. But a couple of times a day. It's usually my brother Ben or Jack or someone that does it. I don't usually bring him up because I'm not usually in. But he just likes to come at the top of the garden, the bit where he's not usually allowed, because he likes to smell all the smells, see all the sights. You see, we took like any expired food. Perhaps don't eat that. Come on, leave that alone, come on. That's all like either out of date meat or like just meals that none of us have ate that we put out for the foxes, because we get lots of foxes and badgers in this garden. But yeah, he just likes to come and have a walk up the garden. And my mum and dad had just headed into the cinema, so he was getting a bit excited because he thought that they were about to take him out somewhere. So I thought, while they're leaving, I'll take him up the garden, we'll have a trot around, and then he won't really think about it when we go back in and they're not there. Hopefully. That's the plan. But he's got to stay in a lead when we're up here, because there's my neighbour's garden's there, there's my other neighbour's garden, and behind there, that's an allotment. And you eating grass? You're having a trouble with some grass? And anyway, you can get through, like, that's like, there's some thin mesh stuff in there, but you can get through the back into the allotments. You can get through there as well. We used to climb through that when I was a kid. You can get through there. You can get up through all the way across that one, all the way down there, like. So he's got to stay on the lead, because if he sees the neighbour or a cat or something like that, he'll just be gone. He used to do it, especially when he was smaller, and we didn't really have to worry about him going into the neighbour's gardens, because he was just a silly little dog and he never used to bark at anyone. Like, he used to get into the neighbour's gardens quite a lot, and we'd have to bloody jump over fences and stuff to try and get him. Oh my god, he's got slobber up my camera. I don't even know how he's managed to do that. All up the side of the lens. But he hasn't done it in ages because we don't let him up here off the lead. The last time he got up here off the lead, which was before we had all that new fencing put in, so it was like a year ago, he went missing. Because he went, like, he must have gone 3 or 4 houses down through fences chasing a fox, I think. Stupid bloody dog. I always think this shed is like super creepy, and I half expect someone's head to just pop up out the window. Shall I give you a little tour of the top of the garden? These are apple trees. We've got 3 big apple trees, and so there's lots of mouldy apples everywhere you step. And all this didn't used to be overgrown. This is obviously a pond, and then there's like a little pond right there, and just all this rockery. But underneath that pond, so if you were to go in, hold on, Pabs, hold on, he's trying to pull me over. Right there, there's a little path, but you can't see it because it's all overgrown. You go in there, and that is a bomb shelter from the war. And I mean, it's all kind of like caved in, loads of dirt and stuff. But when I was younger and we were smaller and stuff, we kind of dug it out a little bit and crawled in, and it was really quite dangerous. But we crawled in, and there was like a real old wooden door that you went through. It's really creepy, to be honest. Now I'm thinking about it. There was this wooden door, and then you go through the door, and there was loads of slugs. I remember there being slugs, and there was probably loads of spiders, but I didn't see any. And then you kind of go around a corner, and then there was just this big room that it was hard to tell what it used to look like because of the way the dirt had all fallen. It was just like a sloped floor, but there was like chairs in there and stuff, and there was probably tables and all sorts of cool war era stuff that I wish I'd have got out, but obviously I was like 10, so I didn't think of doing it. But it's very cool. Sometime in the future, maybe we're like 10 or 20 years in the future, I hope that we do dig it up and we get in there and see what's cracking underneath that bomb shelter. It's probably it's like a little time capsule, man, with potentially some very cool stuff. Come on, Pabs, let's try and have a look. Come here, let's have your lead. It's like, oh man, I don't know if you guys know, actually, I've got a phobia of frogs, and we get lots of frogs in this pond, so I don't potentially want to get too near it. I don't know if you can't see, man, it's like in there. Do you see a little hole there? A tunnel. How has this happened, Pabs? How has this happened there? Come on, put your head in here. Hold on, come here. How has your necklace come off, buddy? Good boy. I have no idea how that happened, but his head just came out of his collar. I was like holding it, and then I looked down at him, and he was just like stood behind me, and I was just holding a collar on a lead. Hey, Pabs, how did that happen? Just slipped over his head. But that hole is the entrance to Air raid channels would have used to have just been a straight run, I suppose. Go on, bud, let's leave that. Let's go back in. Stacey, will be here in a minute, Pabs. Oh, Jesus, I fell down a hole. Oh, God. Top of this garden is dangerous. Pabs, where are you going, mate? Is that Narnia? You found Narnia? Come on, lad, let's go in. Let's go in.
Leave the size of my eggs.
That's a bit of a weird thing. She's talking about chicken eggs. Chicken eggs?
Right.
Chicken eggs. And you're eating a little thing. My eyes. Close my. Okay, my eyes closed.
Big or small?
Well, I've got to feel it.
Just look at me now.
Small.
Okay, close your eyes.
What's this? You getting out the other one then?
Okay. Is this the same size or a different size?
Same size? It's upside down.
Close your eyes. Is this the same size or a different size?
Oh, bloody hell.
Look.
That is a monster.
Wait, let me get them both out. Put them in.
Perhaps you don't want eggs. You don't like eggs. Jeez.
It's nuts.
Yeah, that's massive, man. That's twice the size. Oh, he's transfixed. Wants it. What are you sitting? Perhaps you don't want an egg. Look at him sitting like a good boy, waiting for an egg.
Not for you.
Gentle, perhaps gentle.
Okay.
It's destroying me.
Play dead.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh no, Pabs!
Robert Clive was in India earlier. In the 1700s, he worked for the British India Company, promoting trade in other countries. He also played a
He's not doing what he did before. Or he was doing it.
British role. During his time working on the submarine,
Ah! Go on then, Bobby Dad. Ah!
brought back many of the pieces.
Now if you do that in real life though, and you actually need help.
He'll just sit there barking. Bit of tea, well cooked. We've gone with flatbreads with eggs again, with the hollandaise sauce this time. We've had eggs Benedict on flatbread. Oh, hello, Stairs. Have you made it onto the vlog yet?
Yeah.
Oh,
Talk
hello.
about the eggs.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course, I'm flapping stupid, I am. Flapping stupid. Are you all tired out from having a wrestle, Pabs? Huh? You tired out? Or you sad that your mummy and daddy left you in the not so capable hands of us?
You're probably breaking.
Bye-bye. Oh, were you enjoying that meal, Pabs? See you in a minute.
See you in a minute.
Bye, Pabs, bye. Go to Mackey's. Let's go to Mackey's. Let's go to Mackey's. Just waiting for the food at Mackey's. I forgot to tell you guys actually, I managed to sort the insurance this morning on the car. Obviously, since I'm driving it now, I'm holding the camera low because I'm right by the tills and stuff. I don't want to look weird. So last year the insurance cost me about 1,300 quid, and this year all the ones that we could find when we were looking were like 1,100 quid there or thereabouts. So I was ready to pay that, but then I checked this morning and I managed to find it for about 900, which was really good. So I've saved like £400 a year, man, in just from having 1 year's no claims and now being a year older. But I mean, it's still a lot, but it's not that bad. I remember being like 16, 17, looking at getting my licence and thinking about getting a car, because I only passed my test last year. Thinking of getting a car when I was that young, and the insurance on the car I've got now would probably have been about £4 grand. So, like, bear in mind the car's worth 500 quid, and my insurance is even still now 900 quid. It's insanity. McFlurries were amazing, but I don't think we got a clip afterwards, did we?
Did you get a clip off them?
No, I got a clip on the way. A clip? They were very nice. Very nice. They've released the Maltesers McFlurries and the new Big Macs, which I'm not going to get to try because now I don't eat meat. But I've heard they don't live up to expectation anyway. They called the Big Mac Grand or something. They do a small Big Mac, the Big Mac, and now they do a bigger one.
It's the Junior.
Oh, is that what the other one's called? The Junior?
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently they're not like as big as they look on the adverts. But I've said this to so many people and nobody remembers. Do you remember them or you not? The bigger Big Mac? The bigger Big Mac, which had 3 burger patties. If you remember this, let me know in the comments because I'm going crazy thinking that I imagine this. My parents don't even remember it. My parents. My big bro, Benj, doesn't remember it.
I couldn't.
None of my mates that I asked.
I couldn't eat like a full adult meal until I was like into my late teens.
Oh, couldn't you?
I was about 16 or something. I couldn't fit it.
I remember never trying anything other than, I think I always just used to have like a cheeseburger or a hamburger or something. Would never try anything else. And at Subway, I'd only ever have like plain white bread with just turkey and mayonnaise, no salads, nothing else. I know, and nowadays I like nearly everything on it. Weird how tastes change, innit? You just start liking more stuff. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, we had the McFlurries. Mum and Dad absolutely loved the film. They went to see The Greatest Showman. I don't know if I said that's where they went earlier, Mum and Dad, to the cinema to watch The Greatest Showman, and they thought it was amazing because they're right, because it is.
It is amazing.
It is the greatest show.
It's the only film I've ever seen twice in the cinema.
I think it might be for me as well.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
I wouldn't even see Beauty and the Beast again in the cinema.
It was really good. I could have watched La La Land again in the cinema though, but that was another one that was watchable. They're trying to get us to watch Les Mis, but we tried watching it like last week. Couldn't get into it. We only watched like 2 minutes though, to be fair. But the songs just didn't sound the same. They reckon the songs are better in Les Mis, but
no,
they didn't seem. They didn't seem right. They're not as like poppy. The songs in Les Mis, are they? They're more like. Anyway, let's go to sleep. It's good. We're rambling. My second blog post is live. It's all published, updated. So www.bannerone.co.uk. You can go there, check that out. It is a gluten-free blueberry banana pancake recipe and like just a little blog post about pancakes, which is always good.
And if you want to check out my blog, it's www.staceyhammond.com.
You're not allowed to plug your own thing. You're only allowed to plug the Banner One things. You can find all this in the description, I think. I don't know if I've put Stacey's in there because hers isn't very good.
I've only done one.
So mine's in there. I'll put yours in if I remember. Remind me and I'll put yours in the description.
If anyone's got any ideas of what to blog about for me, I'd love to hear. Because I've got some ideas, but I want to know what you guys would like to.
Or any ideas for the Banner One blog as well.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Give us some ideas.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this, you guys. See you soon. See you tomorrow. Bye guys. Have a lovely day. Cheerio.